This is Travelling Medicine, a space where we share life as it's actually lived. The travel, the food, the people, the laughter, and the quieter moments in between. We travel not just to see the world, but to feel it, to learn from different cultures, explore sacred spaces, and experience the medicine that shows up in everyday life. So take a breath, settle in, and travel with us. There is a feeling that arrives when you travel that is difficult to explain to someone who has never felt it in their own body. It doesn't announce itself loudly, and it doesn't rush in all at once. It comes quietly, often when you are not looking for it, when your attention softens just enough for something deeper to step forward. It is the feeling of space opening inside you, of time loosening its grip, of the constant internal noise lowering its volume until you can finally hear what has been whispering underneath it all along. This feeling is not about excitement or escape, and it is not about running away from anything. It is about coming closer to yourself in a way that feels natural, gentle, and real. Welcome to the Travelling Medicine podcast. This is a space created for that feeling, a space where travel is not treated as something to conquer or consume, but as something that works on you slowly, patiently, and intelligently. Here, travel is not a checklist of places visited or images captured, but a living experience that reshapes perception, regulates the nervous system, and invites deeper awareness. In this space, we allow movement to become meaning and presence to become medicine. Travel has a way of changing you without asking for permission. It bypasses the mind's defenses and speaks directly to the body. The moment you step into a new environment, your senses begin to reorganize themselves. Colors appear richer, sounds feel closer, time stretches and compresses in unfamiliar ways. Your breath changes before you even notice it happening. Your shoulders soften, your attention widens, and slowly, gently, the part of you that has been bracing for life begins to realize that it may not need to hold so tightly anymore. When you travel, routines dissolve. The predictable patterns that normally shape your days loosen their hold. You wake up without the same expectations, move through your hours without the same pressures, and respond to life moment by moment rather than according to habit. In this loosening, something important happens. The identity you have been maintaining begins to relax. The roles you have been performing begin to fade into the background. And underneath all of that, there is a quieter presence that has been waiting patiently for your attention. This podcast exists to meet that presence. It exists to slow down enough to listen to what travel brings up, not just externally, but internally. It is a space for reflection, for curiosity, for honest exploration of what it feels like to move through the world consciously. It is a place where we go deeper than surface level stories and curated experiences, and instead explore the subtle, often invisible shifts that happen when you allow yourself to be changed by where you are. Travel teaches without instruction. It teaches through contrast, through unfamiliarity, through moments of wonder and moments of discomfort. It teaches patience when plans change and flexibility when expectations fall apart. It teaches humility when language fails and presence becomes the only reliable guide. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches you how to listen again, not just to the world around you, but to the signals within your own body that have been asking for acknowledgement. As you travel, emotions surface that may have been dormant. Memories arise without warning. Insights appear in moments of stillness, while walking down a street you have never seen before, or sitting quietly in a place that feels older than words. These experiences are not accidents. They are responses. They are the body and mind recalibrating in an environment that allows them to do so. Travel creates the conditions for release, not by force, but by permission. In this podcast, we speak from within those moments. We share reflections that arise naturally from being on the road, from being immersed in different cultures, landscapes, and energies. We speak about what it feels like to slow down enough for awareness to take root. We explore how travel can gently dissolve internal blockages, not by pushing through them, but by surrounding them with safety, curiosity, and presence. Traveling medicine is not about pretending that travel is always easy or blissful. It is honest about the full spectrum of experience. Sometimes travel brings peace and clarity. Sometimes it brings discomfort, confusion, or emotional release. Sometimes it challenges your sense of self and asks you to let go of who you thought you needed to be. All of this is part of the medicine. Healing does not always arrive as comfort. Sometimes it arrives as truth, and truth requires space to be felt. This space is designed to provide that space, a space where thoughts can unfold without judgment, where feelings can move without being analyzed, and where awareness itself is recognized as a form of healing. Here we allow experiences to breathe. We allow silence to speak. We allow meaning to emerge rather than forcing it into words too quickly. As you listen to this podcast, you may notice that your own body begins to respond. Your breath may deepen. Your attention may soften. You may feel a sense of grounding or a gentle pull toward reflection. These responses are not something you need to control or direct. They are signs that your nervous system is listening, that it recognizes this slower rhythm as something familiar and supportive. At the end of each episode, we intentionally slow the pace even further. We offer healing affirmations to be listened to in real time, spoken in a way that the body can receive. These affirmations are not about forcing positivity or bypassing difficult emotions. They are about creating healthy, supportive thought patterns that encourage release, integration, and forward movement. They are designed to help clear internal blockages that may be holding you back from living your best life, not by confrontation, but by reassurance. Words matter. The thoughts you hear repeatedly shape the way your nervous system responds to the world. When you are exposed to language that communicates safety, possibility, and trust, your body begins to reorganize around those signals. These affirmations are an invitation to let go of tension you may not even realize you are holding, to soften resistance that has become habitual, and to remember what it feels like to move through life with a little more ease. You are not required to do anything while listening to them. You do not need to repeat them perfectly or analyze their meaning. Simply listening is enough. Allow them to wash over you. Allow them to land where they land. Trust that your body knows how to use them. This podcast is meant to travel with you. It is designed to be listened to while walking, while resting, while moving through transitions, or while sitting quietly in unfamiliar places. It is not meant to distract you from your life, but to accompany you within it, to serve as a gentle reminder that you are allowed to slow down, that you are allowed to feel, and that you are allowed to change. We will share our journeys through sound and vision, through audio reflections and video travel experiences. You are invited to follow along, not as an observer, but as someone on your own path of discovery. The places we visit, the conversations we have, and the moments we reflect on are offerings, not instructions. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Trust your own timing. Traveling medicine will continue to evolve as we do, as the road unfolds, as environments shift, as insights deepen. The podcast will change shape naturally. Some episodes will feel grounding and reflective. Others may feel expansive or emotional. Some will unfold like conversations, others like meditations, others like quiet spoken journal entries from the road. All of them are created with the same intention: to support presence, awareness, and integration. If you are listening to this while staying physically still, remember that travel does not always require movement across borders. Inner travel is just as real, just as transformative. A shift in perspective, a moment of clarity, a softening of resistance can be just as powerful as a change in location. Healing begins wherever awareness is welcomed. So wherever you are right now, allow yourself to arrive. Notice your breath. Notice the way your body is supported. Notice the simple fact that you are here, listening, open to experience. You do not need to rush ahead. You do not need to figure anything out. This moment is enough. This is Traveling Medicine. This is a space for deeper discussions, shared journeys, and honest reflection. A space where movement meets meaning and presence becomes the guide. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Stay with us. Follow along. Travel with us through video and audio, through landscapes and inner worlds. And when the affirmations begin at the end of each episode, allow yourself to receive them fully, trusting that each step forward can be lighter than the last. Enjoy the journey.
Wow, it's definitely helped me appreciate nature a lot more. And I think that's the most profound change anyone can ever have, really. Well, this is our first day together after being away from each other for about a week. So I'm just happy to be here, and we're just going to take today slow.
So we're going to go out there, we're going to take some medicine with us, and we're just going to enjoy nature, enjoy the time, and go on a little adventure.
This is Traveling Medicine, a space where we share life as it's actually lived. The travel, the food, the people, the laughter, and the quieter moments in between. We travel not just to see the world, but to feel it, to learn from different cultures, explore sacred spaces, and experience the medicine that shows up in everyday life. So take a breath, settle in, and travel with us.
Yeah, look at that. I got her a little purse that's like a kratom. How'd you feel? What were the effects of it?
The effects were kind of like being, kind of like you've taken some cannabis oil and feeling really chilled, relaxed. Little bit like I wasn't walking around much, because last time I felt like it was making me a little bit dizzy, like a while ago when I was taking it. But now, yeah, I was kind of like laying in bed, sort of chilling out. So it wasn't really, I couldn't really sort of judge that. But yeah, it just made me feel really chilled. Yeah, really, really chilled. Yeah, and groovy.
She's a little... looks like a little Komodo dragon, but he's not. But this is where we're staying. First night in Bangkok. This is behind our room. There seems to be this, I don't know, Japanese style empty space on the river. The river's back there. Beautiful trees and birds over here.
It's moments like this we give thanks to where we are.
The contrast of just the planes flying by, and then you see the birds just fly right back in the air. Accustomed to the loud sound, but the nature is gorgeous. That's what I noticed over here in Thailand. The birds thrive. Birds thrive here. So many different trees. And just a lot of life. All right, our grab is about 3 minutes away. Cool. Oh, they're finding us a new driver. Vietnam, they'll take you anywhere. Thailand, they're like, oh no, that's far, that's far.
Oh, they don't want to go the other side of Bangkok.
Probably not. It says driver is confirming. Why do I always have like only 4% on my phone? I don't get it.
It's funny how the magic of Thailand doesn't always wait at the destination. Sometimes it shows up while you're waiting for a car, standing on the side of the road, or somewhere in the middle of the journey before you even arrive. In those in-between moments, you meet the unidentified beauty, a smile from a stranger, a golden sunset, a quiet temple bell, or the hum of scooters passing by. Traveling this way teaches you to slow down, to stay open, to let life surprise you. And when you're doing it with a partner, sharing the unknown, the laughter, the little delays, it becomes even more beautiful. Somehow, it just keeps getting better.
So this aircon is going to be really good. So here we are at our second place, Bangkok RD Hotel. We recommend you guys come here. Why? Because the scenery is amazing, the lighting is phenomenal, the carpets are clean, and the bed, no bed bugs. Thank you.
All right, I get over that way.
Go right here. So we're looking across the street to get to that 7-Eleven right there. What you're gonna have to do is hold my hand, all right? Hold my hand.
Or we could just walk across that pedestrian road.
Okay, yeah, we might as well. Me, I would have probably ran, done some shit like that. So 7-Elevens are the best in Thailand, for sure. Go ahead, get a pomelo. So we're just waiting for our food. And then we'll walk across the street again. This is lunch. Brown rice, sweet potato, some sticky rice, banana, some corn, and chicken. She has this Vietnamese, this vegetarian rice. Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend. Yeah, Lynn has. Yeah, I'll start calling her. What do you want? Yi Lynn? Her name's Yi Lynn. So for today's education on traveling medicine, we are going to be making some tea. So we have some plant leaves here. For those of you that know. If not, it's okay. But we have some beautiful herbal tea. And this tea is a natural analgesic, so it is a natural sort of a pain reliever. Great for anxiety, depression, curbs your appetite as well. So it's nice to make as a tea and just to relax with it and just to sit with it and see what comes from it. So the main things that are needed is here, your tea, whatever you're using, and I'm going to be using a kettle, which all it requires is some water, which is going to be cleaned already. So a bottle of water, kettle, and your plants. So what we do with these is kind of just organize them, and I look through each one just to see, are there any droppings on it, any, previous bugs or anything of that sort. And when I used to make this tea, I used to take out all the stems, and that was a preference because I learned that from my friend at OG Kratom, who has a Kratom shop here in Bangkok, Thailand. But what I found is when I went to the farm in Sudan, I went to the farm with my friends who had a cannabis dispensary in Pattaya, and they took me to Sudan, and they had a tree with these leaves on it, and they would make it, and they included every single part of the plant. So I figured, why take out any part of the plant? If you eat it, you're not supposed to eat the stems and stuff like that, but just the leaves. But everything's looking good so far. The two females who I got this from seemed as if they sourced it really nicely. It was like they were looking through each plant leaf. I can see there used to be some droppings, and droppings are always good because that means it's super organic. There's no like pesticides or anything like that on the leaves. We're gonna have the lovely Yilin, psychologist, registered. You wouldn't be able to tell. Now what she's going to do is you're going to go ahead and organize these in a nice single file and pile, because what you're going to do is you're going to rip them in 3 sections, and you're going to stuff them into here.
Drop them in.
You drop them in there.
What about the stem?
You can use the stem.
So put this in here.
Put it all in there. And you can rip them up a little more at the end. See, it's always nice influencing your significant other to get up and partake in your little activities that you do. So for today, beautiful Elin is partaking in making tea. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great teacher.
It's nothing to teach. But the execution is flawless. So now we take this and pour it all in there.
A whole lot.
Yeah. This is the important part, because as you pour this water in there, you want to make sure you say, just like that. Your hands are nice and small, and I chose you for this. You're going to put your hands inside, and you're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze those plants to get as much juice out of them as possible.
I feel like we're in an aerobics show.
Just like
Just
that.
Squeeze and squeeze.
Just
and
like
squeeze.
that. Yes, squeeze.
And squeeze and squeeze.
Yes. So what she is doing right now is squeezing the tea leaves so all of the juices come out of them. A lot of people don't do this. They just boil it, or they just steep their tea leaves, but if you can get more of the concentration out of them, there's more value and there's more tea value inside of there. And now we let it boil. And what you want to do is make sure it doesn't overflow to the top, because you don't want to waste any. And we can probably go like 4 rounds. Let it sit and steep. And then you pour it in from the kettle, and final step into the water bottle. Then you cool it, and then you flavor and enjoy your tea. Thank you for tuning into Traveling Medicine. Now let's get back to the show.
Leaving Bangkok felt like exhaling after a long, deep breath. The city's noise, lights, and constant movement slowly faded as we boarded the train, watching skyscrapers turn into rice fields, rivers, and endless green. The rhythm of the tracks became a kind of meditation, carrying us away from urgency and back into presence. Heading toward Hellfire Pass, the energy shifted, heavier with history, yet wrapped in powerful jungle stillness. Arriving at a quiet resort in nature, everything softened. The air felt cleaner, time felt slower, and our nervous systems finally had space to unwind. Here, surrounded by mountains, trees, and sacred silence, we reconnect, resting, healing, and honoring plant medicine as a way to listen deeper and remember what really matters.
Don't get jealous. So the plan while we're here is to go check in, relax, get acclimated, really ground to the space. Probably go pick up some greens, if you will. And yeah, we're gonna have a nice little ceremony tonight. We're gonna have a nice TRIP with some fungi, and yeah, we'll enjoy the journey while we're here. All right, so we just checked into our space. This is our bathroom. It's the outside, and this is our room. So we'll have our nice little journey. A bathtub. Right out here is the view. Check that out. Isn't that peaceful?
This time is about slowing all the way down, about sitting still long enough to feel the jungle breathe around us. Green magic in the air, sunlight through the leaves, and that deep, natural calm that only nature knows how to give. There's no rush here, just laughter, good energy, and the simple joy of being present.
So we just woke up. Look, this is what she looks like when she gets out of bed. And we had a great night last night. Tell everyone about your day yesterday.
Yes.
Go ahead, how was your day? What did you do?
The day was magical.
Why?
This place is beautiful. I had so many inspirational moments yesterday.
Tell me about one of them, if you're open to it.
One of them is living like this and being this way every day. The river, the different parts of the river. We're on a bend, so you can see the river water coming. You can see on the bend how it flows in front of you, and then you see it drifting away. And it's a beautiful metaphor for life. So I was pondering on that yesterday for quite a while. And depending on where you position yourself to watch the river, you get different energy and different lessons. Yeah. It's stunning. It's stunning. And it's interesting to feel your psyche respond to those different moments and absorb and learn. Nature is teaching you all the time. I'm just listening to how your body responds to it. It's amazing. I could go a little deeper if you wanted.
Go deeper.
Yeah. So I noticed that my body was responding to the water coming differently to the water in front of me and flowing down. So when I would position myself to the water coming to me, I felt uneasy. I felt a little anxiety. And that's the future. The water coming to me was the energy of the future coming. And so I placed myself watching the water coming deliberately to explore that, to feel it, to understand it, what it was, what the relationship with my body was. And almost, at one point it was almost, you know how you sit with something that you're uncomfortable with so you're more at ease with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was there doing that for a while. And when I was doing that, it was around teaching me the lesson of there is no future. There's only now. The future is made up. It's a story. It's a story that you make up. And even me thinking about the future is really just now. Because the future is what you want of it. The future is what's coming. And you don't know what's coming other than what you manifest in the now. So just be now. So everything is just now anyways, no matter if you're just trying to be in the now. It's just like, it was just this whole loop of everything is now.
Right.
Even when you're in the mind of the future, it's still now.
Right. I feel like being present now is the only way you can see the future.
Yeah, and manifest that future. Be different. Be that the future that you desire. That it's still all now. It's like fun. Because you'd be a completely different person in the future. Right? So how can you think of future?
Maybe it'll be completely different, but it'll all feel the same.
Yeah, because it's all now. That's what I can come back to. Yeah, that different.
So would you say yesterday was a journey about now?
Yesterday was a journey of shedding anxiety around the future.
Shit, an anxiety of now.
Yeah. Which is now. Yeah. Because there is no moment.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they're all illusions. They don't exist. So they're all connected. If you're like, I need to rid some anxiety of the past, then you're really just talking about now. Whatever you do in the past affects the now, which affects the future. Or if you do something to relieve the anxiety of the future, then you're working on the now, which is absolving the past.
Yeah, and the past is a made-up history. It's all in your head. Because it's happened.
And we think it's out there because it's like pictures and stuff like that, but
It's all inside.
that's just something capturing energy from the outside.
We only see what we see. We only see what our mind's eye sees. And then I saw just how healing it is. Like, I don't like the word healing, but how releasing it is, how connecting it is.
Yeah.
And nature teaches. And then I started thinking of this right now is going to be so sought and desired by people as we progress.
Yeah, this is the future.
Yeah.
Anxiety is going to be rampant through the roof, and people are going to be looking for
So these
escapes and pockets of nature.
eco-nature stays, it's going to be big, like huge.
Yeah, the journey was great. This nature environment is phenomenal. Even though I had a nauseous journey, I still had a good experience because I had a bunch of thoughts and deep insight and just so processing living in the land because it was all like weird. My stomach was turning, so it was like weird thoughts too. I was just allowing, so I was just letting like the thoughts unravel on themselves. It would get deeper and slightly more powerful, and then it would let go. So I was just allowing, breathing, trying not to get sick, and balancing that. Oh, I see a beautiful day outside. It was beautiful. Like over here, this side was like heaven, and this side, what I was going through was like hell. Over there, it was just all darkness and like, yuck. And I would look over here, and she's out here looking at the sunset, or just. I feel like I got closer to you in it. Oddly. Yeah.
You just feel closer.
Yeah. Feel and think. A little closer. Right now she's looking at me like she wants to bring out the baby oil.
Please like this video if you enjoyed it, share, subscribe, and hit the notify bell so you can be alerted to our next adventure.